make it in here. And this is what I was talking about. Yorick usually can only come down on red side once either two conditions have been met. Jax has been banned away.
Score. He just wants to get these adoration stacks cashed in for Gango. There's the flash in for the taunt as Score gets his flash off as well. Ghost able to leap away, but Whirling Death is going to cash in. And now Score's able to get on top of Joker as well. But as you can see, it's 100 gold the difference, and that's a face check from Snowflower, but does get a decent taunt. Ghost is able to get out of the way from it though, and OnFleek now has inside track. Dove's going to make his way up. Hero's entrance comes down, but is that down to your death is the question. Snowflower, it's not his, but the Draven does die. Now Smeb with the World Ender looking to try and get more. BDD dives forward. The LeBlanc gets into the brush, pops back out on the distortion, and so far it's all Sandbox. Game goes on. She really needs to be more effective as Ghost throws out the Blade of the Ruin King, and Gango is just dead. That's a great stun up there as the Glacial Fissure connected. Gango
it's disastrous for KT.
Yeah, basically straight up beating their lane opponents.
This Kingdom is definitely in effect in mid and top lane.
Well, Snowflower gets another flash double taunt, but the ultimate does come out beforehand from Joker. Is that going to be enough here? As that's going to be Ghost turning it around, gets one kill back as Gango flashes. Does so at the right time, and they are able to eventually get the 2-for-1. But Shelly goes down in the mid lane, and she'll be able to get a bunch of work done. Two turrets die simultaneously for Sandbox.
And Yorick and Julia up in top lane, pushing onto the top tier 2. Look at the damage that Yorick actually does. Rift Herald even gets some chip damage. Yeah.
3 charges from Shelly. Damn, she was working overtime today. Realm Warp to get underneath the turret. That's going to be Hero's entrance to Summit. Says, you guys just hold there. I'm totally fine. Julia pops up, Dark Possession comes in, Smeb just waited out, and it's fine. But you do that with a Yorick, no, Julia just hangs around forever.
This is an app. Do you know
trivia?
One of my favorite items in LoL was
Banner of Command.
Oh my god, the caster. Impressive. The Yorick becomes inside of the side lane, and the scarier that the Rise becomes. Here we go.
Yep, teleport is available here. Summit's going to make his way forward. Cataclysm comes down as you're not escaping anywhere. It's BDD that locks down that kill onto the Jarvan. They started this fight, but they're not winning it just yet. Summit dives into the backline though, and that's going to turn it all around. The baby cage is set up. The World Ender is going to be Smeb's world that's taken down. Ghost chased after him, and that's going to be it. Last rites. That's exactly what they are. Julia and Summit just smack down on the wreck side.
This game, a Clown Drake is on the map right now, but doesn't need to be a high priority objective as Sandbox. We're going to have all 5 members having the Baron. Summit going to come over here with Julia.
Yeah.
He heard that she wanted a pet dragon, so.
Yeah, he's going to be able to grab that one. And of course, you know, this is after their little bit of a tiff, you know. Yeah. Rex, I mean, she's got legs for days, man. So yeah. Of course, you're going to be getting a little bit jealous. He used his stopwatch, as we saw, going golden to guarantee the triple kill for the Yorick. And then immediately goes home, builds himself his GA.
G2 versus Fnatic.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I had a look at that one. Okay. Yeah, that was,
they couldn't
was a bit of a close one, wasn't it?
Well, they couldn't quite locate the Guardian Angel in that game. They did have a Guardian Angel, though.
They did calculate inhibitor timers.
Yeah, their support was a Guardian Angel. He managed to kill the inhibitor, and then, well,
speaking of which,
spoilers.
Yeah, Julia and Summit are going to be able to take down an inhibitor. Only the top one remaining is Morning Mist is going to land.
No!
Getting punished. Julia, come back! Come back! Oh, no. Turned into 50 gold. Sandbox back. You've lost your best players off the map. Best players off the map. Get out of there.
Rise now bringing in the giant wave in top. This is definitely going to be the 3rd inhibitor going down. KT looking like they want to make their last stand right now.
Yep, that is going to be the ult landing. Oh god, Score just dead. Not a lot of options here on the Rex side. She's just so early game focused these days. Last inhibitor is going to fall. Baron's alive for another minute. And that is going to be Nexus turrets now under fire. All 5 members as Smeb goes in for the last ditch fight. He's looking for it, but he just finds his activation on the ultimate. BDD's going to get knocked up, can't even get back, does eventually. Actually, the first kill going to go down to the Yorick. A couple, though, do go over to Dove, and he looks for a turret at the same time. Goes very close to dying, but that one was calculated as BDD's able to get it in the end. But the Nexus dies, and that is game number 1 going to Sandbox.
That was a really close last fight. Okay.
Thanks for that one.
It ends up being the Yorick. Now, Yorick can win. Oh, man.
Oh, yeah, okay, BDD wants to claw his way forward. He does steal that one away, and in goes BDD. Can we win the fight now as First Blood does go to the Kazakhs? And Joker, remember... well, KT They want to start getting these skirmishes working yet again, because playing around B2D and how strong he is, that's a great idea. This ain't though, as our score is going to go into the stasis. Sorry, you do with the invisibility. Joker's going to get stunned, but he does save his Ashe, and Ghost hops out pretty aggressively, actually, as Gango is going to get undertowed. On Fleek wanting it. Ragnarok is available. They're looking to chase after. Snowflower's going to get flashed on and taken down. They're going to trade 1-for-1 as B2D makes that first rotation. Dove was back in base. And this is a really scary prospect. Okay, not going to be able to get the Devour onto B2D. Joker still had that one on cooldown, but Sandbox are going to be able to get in here. As B2D comes on over, gets hit by the undertow, and that's a teleport being invested here from KT. As Ghost is going to get devoured. They're looking to try and keep them alive. Good slow to come in from the volley. Flash out there from Summit, trying to keep himself up as on Fleek. Looking for the flanking position. Dove also going to be here. Realm Warp just gets Sandbox out, and it looks like they have disengaged.
Get out of this. Yeah. He can summon Julia all that he wants, but I think it's definitely going to be lights out.
Oh, well, he is going to use the flash. The arrow was available. Actually, just comes up now as the tower does fall. Okay, volley going to slow down KT, but they're getting routed at this point. Arrow finally does land. It's onto B2D, but he's not exactly the prime target. Ults himself up to keep himself alive as Sandbox just waited out. Now looking to re-engage as Snowflower taking a lot of damage. Dove distorts over. B2D in trouble. The Krugs may be helping as Dove grabs that kill with the electrocute. Now Smev has to run for the hill. Snowflower, Sacrificial Lamb, Whirling Death. Not exactly doing enough here at this stage. Score dives forward, Ghost flashes away. And now Gango, he has to flash to get himself out of this one as well. He's just so squishy. The three-man stand-aside is really, really nice. But on Fleek, underneath this turret, has to deal with Julia, as KT look like they're not going to lose any more.
Kills. They get a lot of value, and now they're also going to convert into a tier 1 turret here in mid lane. As the gold gap extends to a... So it looks like for a second maybe BDD would be able to get away.
But Dove actually gets in range of the auto by getting booped forward from the Dark Procession. That feels real bad. That also feels bad if you're a Joker fan, as the Catfish is...
Backstop is actually...
Oh, right. Might have actually got them this turret.
It's definitely just to be a thorn in the side of someone in The Walking Dead. Walking into somewhere and then they're trapped and all the zombies are just...
surrounded them. Go wide there from Snowflower as Score's going to get tagged up by an undertow. Smev tries to get in, but Summit, look at him, phase rushing his way forward. They want to try and grab him here. Dark Procession comes forward, but they do manage to get Summit out of there. Now the rest of Sandbox will be in a 4v5 situation unless the Rise can make his way over. But look at that AoE damage, just insane.
Rise has teleport though.
Yep, is he going to be able to go back and get back in time though before this Mountain Drake is taken? Oh, it does reset. Now the teleport comes in. Oh, the Brom's just deleted, and that's the second Mountain to go over. On Fleek is inside the Dark Procession. He is going to go down into a stopwatch as BDD does the same. It is the Olaf falling, but BDD, can he actually get his way back in? He is going to. That is hyper aggressive. But Summit, he's got his Zhonya's. He's going to be really comfortable. Flashes over. There's the Rune Prison. As now Smev's going to follow suit. Summit in trouble. Is taken out by Score, who has a lot of extra damage. And the rest of Sandbox, where were they? No one protecting the Rise. Looking to go 1 versus 3. And they were chasing BDD, who makes it out alive.
A little bit of a mechanical blunder by Summit did end up resulting in KT being able to capitalize. Oh, man, Score.
Yep. Old man Score, in fact, as he leads his way out. Doesn't kill Ghost, but he's able to
get away from that a little bit more unscathed than maybe they should have.
Well, another arrow flies towards the Braum. Once again, not the ideal target there, as that's another Zhonya's who's going to be utilized. Snowflower, very, very low, but it's Joker that falls down first. Adoration stacks, now picked up, make that double, as KT are putting Gango in a great position. BDD grabs the third kill, and now Dove wants to be able to get himself a pick-off. But the distortion has to be used defensively, and now BDD can use the last of his mana to guarantee a Baron here for KT Rolster.
Looks like KT should be able to surely pick this up. They have the Maiden. On Fleek does not have Flash available. He has Smite, but it's not going to matter. This is going to be Baron going over to KT.
And that's before Gango is cashed in. Now these minions are going to survive, and KT are going to take down their first outer turret of the game. This could be...
There's so much magic resistance on the side of KT, and there's no Void Staff present.
Yeah.
For the Rise or Dove.
Followed there from B2D. In a turret now, should be taken down with a couple of these axes that Gango can throw out. Speaking of axes, Undertow doing basically nothing here from On Fleek at this point in time, and Olaf, I think, is outlasted. His relevance at this stage. Turn this one around. I mean, 30 seconds left on this Baron. Soon it's going to be done. 4.3k is the power play. As well, so that he can actually do some damage to these carries. Hex Drinker picked up the Gango is a great idea. As Sandbox. Yep. BDD actually going to get over this wall, as you can see, so that's another inner turret taken. Baron or no Baron, KT are just taking control of this one.
Summit
6 seconds on
might be going down here.
Yep, Score's going to pop out as Summit. He's going to flash the Dark Procession. That's good news, but does he have the Seraph's Embrace? The arrow is going to land, but it's all for naught. In fact, Summit doesn't use any of his activatables. He's got his teleport available, but it's a minute in the Death Chamber.
Yeah.
As KT might actually be routed here. Snowflower throws out the ult. Nice triple knock up there as, okay, that's Gango offering one back. The Whirling Death is just disgusting. That's the double kill. And you thought you... The rest of KT are actually winning the game, by the way, so they are going to move towards the top lane. They will break open the base. Inhibitor is going to go down, and they might even be
having been picked off previously a minute ago in the top lane. It's going to be the second Baron going over to
by a hair's breadth.
And Ghost trying to hold on to the bottom turret as Dove going to have to distortion away. Summit clearing all the minions on the left-hand side. That's going to be a second inhibitor of the game.
Yeah, it just feels like KT, they can start up a fight whenever they want to, or just not start up one at all, as they are just slowly stretching Sandbox too thin. And on Fleek, he'll have to go back to the fountain. That should buy KT enough of an opportunity to move this Baron towards the bottom side and just crack the base open in every single spot possible. Morning Mist lands, little ghoulies come in, that's the Dark Procession, and that is a dead turret. Dove now trying to get himself out. That's a good knock-up to come in from Snowflower. The Braum has been a very high-value target, but Summit does manage to pick up the Lysandra on the back end, and now Sandbox find themselves in a 5v4 situation. Gango still needs to be respected, as there's the Realm Warp. It's going to take 3 over, but this is a 3 versus 4 in this isolated scenario. The Maiden comes back up again. Dove is going to lose his clone, but that is not exactly what you're worried about. That is, though. Their Score picks up the kill on the mid laner. Summit now does find Gango, but can OnFleek and Joker actually do anything, because the Ashe is just taken out by herself. It was Sandbox splitting themselves up, and now KT should be able to just win the game.
Yeah, I think that there's way too many minions, and even though Summit is going to be able to come off of the fountain, it's all just way too easy. Zanya's Hourglass goes down.
Yeah, finds his Zonya's key that time, but he does find the Death Chamber afterwards, and Gango able to grab that last kill and the 50 gold out of the Nexus, and we're going to be going to game...
What?
Aatrox. Okay. Sandbox should be easily enough to take this one down. A Smeb, Infernal Chain's going to be broken.
Go and score.
Chain is not going to land there as we're having a look on the top side of the map. OnFleek does find BDD, gets the leap in. BDD jumps back to his distortion, but the flash in from OnFleek secures it with the nice work from Sandbox, but BDD really needs to get his eye in.
The guy on the right never happened.
Nope, sometimes you're just not. There's a Sandbox going to continue their onslaught. Sorry, LS, I can't pay attention to who's... Alright, here we go. They finally caught up.
Alright.
We're on a slight delay, so I'm sorry for getting a little bit...
not having your base...
I mean, every single StarCraft game is surrendered.
Right.
That's what happens.
Yeah. A little bit of a waste on the charge, unless they're able to get the turret before... Oh! Nice!
Alright, they save her.
For
Shelly's going to get a fully charged charge on the inner turret.
This is really good, the Demolish.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Inner turrets are so squishy, dude.
Oh, they're going to get... I don't know. It doesn't seem like they're interested in KT. I think that they're all in. This is like when you're at a poker table at a casino and you just see a guy tilt. That's not going to happen. Well, Smite was used there.
The Taunt was also used, and Snowflower's Life might be used as well. That is a resource they don't have. KT in a line, as there's the Whirling Death. Paranoia, not able to get the Baron, and he is going to sacrifice himself. Score.
Become a ref.
Oh, yeah.
And make arbitrary things up, like, oh, I'm seeing a bug on this player's screen.
If you actually wanted to be a ref, that's probably...
Yeah, this is very, very bizarre. This is such a one-sided victory. I don't recall seeing a game like this.
I mean, the Kesper Cup where...
oh, yeah, BBQ versus SKT.
Yeah, that was probably worse, because that was a perfect game with all of the turret plates as well.
Yeah, that was... yeah. I was there.
You were there. Yeah,
I'm a coach.
That was your team?
Yeah.
It was your team.
Yeah.
They're a little bit less than that after what SKT did to them.
That is true. I do agree there. Hold on. Here we go.
Flank. Yes, Smeb does find a 3-man Hemo Plague. His Joker might actually die like you were talking about, but no. It's going to be Ghost that goes down first. Definitely a fantastic move. But KT Rolster as Summit getting some knockups here, flashing on forward. World Ender. He's going to keep him alive for the moment. As Score, he's very, very low. Double kill comes in for the Rise. As Summit still chasing after the Vlad. And it's a triple kill that comes through. Dub is just way too big, and they just used the Ezreal as a bait, and now they're looking to win the game.
Yeah, and even though...
See you, Gengo. That's
well,
another one. That's, in fact, the pentakill, most likely. Because that was Rises full of Rises, okay? So that's 5 of a kind, my friend. That was a triple kill followed by a double kill. Nope. And that's still all Rise.
It would have said Penta if it was a Penta.
I'm giving it to you,
You're lying.
I'm giving it to you, Dove. That is a pentakill, and that is the game over, and that is Sandbox coming out with a victory, but very importantly, only scoring 1 point means that SKT just needs to 2-0 their next series, and they retain that second place once again. But for the next brief little while, it is going to be Sandbox up in second, just behind Griffin.
Imagine that, oh wow, I've never seen the crowd leave so quickly.
Well, I mean, everyone's just rushing to try and get to this
everyone's trying
train.
to rush to get to the train.
Don't take it personally, Sandbox. I know you're going to be able to take some, do a bit of an interview here. The fact that the really true fans remain in the audience.
Yes.
Because they say, I don't care about the train. I'm going to take a cab home.
Or they're just shell-shocked.
Yeah, maybe. Because that game went from 0 to 100 very, very quickly. And also,